What's up, everybody? It's the Hero Homestead here. Trying to get you set. If you start moving around, I apologize. As you can tell, we're not exactly on steady ground here, but it's good. I'm out with the Kayak Bandit. He's over there behind me, messing with his fishing pole. Ah, you're sliding again. All right, let me adjust here. There we go. I think we're a little better there. All right. Anywho, yep. Me and my bro, he's Kayak Bandit. I'm on the club, the team, whatever you want to call it. But we took our my first camping trip of the season. We go downriver, pack a kayak with all our gear. It's kind of hard to see. I got my bag back here, but literally just load up what you need as far as, camp setup, food, water, all that, good gear. This thing's sitting on a cooler right now, and then get in the boat, get on the river, we go. And then out where we live, there's islands where the rivers split and different things, and that's where we set up shop for the night usually, which is awesome, and it's quite peaceful actually. It's like all these people that go to bed with their sleep sounds and their rain and everything on their phones, come out here, you get it for free. Don't have to worry about your battery being dead, none of that. It's just real life, which is nice. But yeah, thought I'd catch up, see how you're all doing in the state of the world. I know it's pretty crazy out there. Everybody's worrying about something going wrong, not a whole lot going right. Thought it'd be important to make a video reminding everybody to take a minute and relax. It's not all doom and gloom. You can't focus on that stuff 100% of the time. You'll go crazy, you'll be miserable. There are literally these three dudes up there having kayak battles trying to flip each other. It's pretty hilarious. So that's what that noise in the background is, if you can hear it. But yeah, thought it was important to remind people to take a minute and chill. Do the fun stuff still. Life has to go on. Otherwise, what are we fighting for anyways, What are we preparing to do if we're preparing to, survive horrible things? What's the point if when you get to the other side after you survived and bike trail. You get to the other side of it and you survived and you don't have any good stuff left. So you gotta remember to do the good stuff. Keep up with it, teach your kids, teach the people around you, all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But anywho, I'll break down the situation. So if you're gonna do this, it's a good survival technique. If you live close to a waterway, specifically a river, you gotta think it's a mode of transportation. So always have a boat, preferably a kayak. Because it's simple, you can get it and go. You're not relying on a motor that can break down other than yourself, or needs fuel other than yourself. So that's good, and it works out. And if you can pack it right, just a couple of bungee straps and things, you can go get a kayak pretty much anywhere nowadays, or even on Facebook Marketplace, people are constantly upgrading, so the older ones. The one I got, it's called an Old Town kayak. It's built for fishing and stuff, which I'm personally not super huge into fishing and stuff like that, but my brother and his buddies, the guy I bought it from when he upgraded his, so it's all decked out. It's cool. He put every sticker in the world on it, so it looks like I'm way more experienced than I am when it comes to that. I know my way around the outdoors, but this makes me look like a gear guy, which I'm not. But it does have some cool shark teeth, shark mouth on the front, which I was like, yeah, I gotta leave that there. That's pretty snazzy. But for a fishing kayak, it's got all these little hooks and eyelets, so it's got cables on it where I just took it off this morning, but there's an anchor back there, so if I was fishing, I could drop an anchor and sit still for a while. It's got a bunch of set up ports, that way I could have a fishing pole there and just let it sit and I could drift, things like that. But it's good to go. Very, very versatile, but it does the job. A lot of storage. There's a compartment in the back there it's called dry storage, where you latch it, seal it, and you can put stuff in it. But a lot of people change those into a cooler because you can put your ice in it and your beverages of choice. Just gonna throw that out there, save you some space and time. Works well. And then the whole front end's open for your feet or whatever else, but it works. So that's that. Yeah, you just strap it all down, hit the river. Oh, he's finally catching up. This would be the Kayak Bandit himself, finally catching up to the party after getting his fishing pole squared away. Taught me pretty much everything I know out here. He's got a sit-on kayak. Mine's a sit-in kayak, but
with a rudder system.
Yeah, he's even got a cool rudder system. Check that out. That way when you're fishing, he doesn't have to worry about steering or paddling or nothing. Just make sure he doesn't run into anything. it's all pretty cool. All the little trinkets and gadgets you can get for making the trip fun and more versatile depending on what you're into. I mean, usually when you go on a kayaking trip from like, you know, a rental place, they just give you it's like just solid plastic. You sit on it. Doesn't have any features or anything, which those are cool if it's just you and your family, like you, your wife, kids, whatever, doing like a day trip, then that's perfect. You can strap a cooler to it. You can ride on it. It's pretty hard to damage it or break it, so it's everything you need. But if you're gonna do what we do, where you use it as a vacation spot, you need to be able to haul some gear, haul some stuff, or even more so than that, if you needed to, like I said, if you live near a waterway or was gonna use it to get somewhere, you need a little more versatility with it. So there is that. And yeah, but yeah, any major sporting store, you can go to Dick's, you can go to Bass Pro, Cabela's. Heck, you could probably go to Myers or Walmart or, I don't know, what are some of the other area? I don't know. Those stores, obviously, it's where I live, so. But yeah, you get a good kayak or Facebook Marketplace. Have your nice little weekend adventures, and it's good because it's free, especially the way we do it. You literally just pay for your food, whatever you're taking with you. Other than that, you don't pay nothing. You just need a vehicle, maybe two. Put one at your pull-out location, wherever you're going to end your trip, and then drive your boats up to the drop-off and leave it there. Make sure it's nice, safe. The good thing for us, there's a nice long bike trail that goes all the way around the city here. It's huge, but there's many spots where it crosses the river, and therefore there's parking lots there, so you can leave cars on both ends, and as long as you follow that, you eventually get back. So it's good to go. I've missed you guys. Sorry I haven't been keeping up with videos. Been busy as it goes. I bought a tractor, nice cool tractor, loader on the front, backhoe on the back. We've been putting in drainage ditches to help the property alleviate the water problems we have, and we started digging a pond, and that was going well until I hit a big old boulder, so I had to take a pause and figure out what the heck that was. So I think it's a piece of either limestone or slate. Our property and all the surrounding properties sit on top of a spring sycamore plant. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I know what he's talking about and be amazed. But yeah, that's great. That's cool. Very, very nice. So he is the plant person. Yeah, that's all. Everything is the same thing to me. Anyhow. All those sycamores that are in like a group. Oh, okay. Here. Oh, the grouping. Not that could be that one or that one or those ones. I don't know. It's cool. Here's our river. As you can see, those people way up there, they're obviously not with us. Those are the weekend kayakers where they rent and just get taken on a bus, let out, get in the river, and then go get back out wherever the pull-out spot is. What was I saying? Oh, the tractor, yeah. So yeah, putting in the pond, hit a big old boulder about 5 feet down, so that was crazy. But we live in an area where there's a lot of springs under the ground, so I had to be careful because if it's a thin piece of shale or something like that, then if you actually puncture it and it's pressurized, you could actually flip your tractor and die, and that would suck. But I think it's just a big old piece of limestone because after letting it sit for a couple of days, the water's turned pretty white, and that's usually a good sign of that. So I'll be having to dig around it, which is okay. I don't want the pond too deep. It's out there, one, for water retention, but also for all our critters, the alpacas and the sheep, so they can have it, and our ducks, which also, if any of you have any advice how to get rid of a fox, we've had a fox problem for a couple of weeks now, and it is decimating all our little flying critters. Our chickens are hiding in our shop. Our goose fought it twice, won the first time. The fox got smart and let the battle fight slowly walk its way to the street, and he got our goose ran over. I'm gonna murder this thing, just so you all know. I have no bones about it. It is killing our critters, making everybody sad. And it's not just us. Our neighbor's got the same problem. It's losing chickens. Guy like a mile up the road into the woods, he's been complaining about how he's got a fox problem, so about to have some new fox fur. Just saying. Sorry, PETA. I don't really care how you feel about it. It's our food for survival versus some little animal that decided to be a jerk. So there's that. A bug. All right. Anywho, so yeah, had a nice little weekend trip. We did take one of our puppies, Hank, for his first river trip. I thought he had the right mentality for it, and he did. He did really, really well. Didn't freak out. He loved the water. He kept getting in and out, and then wanted to ride in the boat. Actually fell asleep on me because he was so tuckered out. Poor little guy. He turns 5 months old this week, so he's still very much a growing boy. But he had fun, enjoyed exploring the island, being away from the house and the homestead for the first time in his life, realizing, oh my goodness, there's a whole world out there. But yeah, and then Celia came and met us at the restaurant that's on the river here, which isn't too far from where we camp, and let him go home for the night so his brother and his mama wouldn't freak out that he was given away like the other puppies. But yeah, it was good times. And then camping for us, and now we're back on the river heading to our other vehicle so we can head home and clean up for the weekend and go do other stuff. But it was nice, very relaxing, very cool. Yeah, did have one stupid moment. I hooked up my hammock wrong, so at about 5 o'clock this morning when I was shifting around my weight, my hammock snapped from the tree and dropped me on the ground. If that isn't an early morning wake-up call, I don't know what is. It was great. So you have to find me on Facebook, check it out. You'll see some pictures and see my hammock halfway laying on the ground where my brother woke up and was like, huh, wonder what happened there. Yeah, good times. Anywho, hope you're all doing very well. I hope you are keeping up with your preps and your homesteading and getting things prepared, because obviously the world is in a state of chaos and stupidity, which sucks. But it doesn't all have to be bad. Keep your mind right. That goes so deep. Keep your mind right. That hit me like a ton of bricks just there. You know, stick strong to your faith. Keep your people close. Show love every day. But always, always, always be working hard. And remember to take the breaks that keep you sane and teach people how things can actually still be good. So yeah. And we do this because that's what heroes do.